Welcome into the Bro 4 Squad podcast, here to give you guys another world-famous movie commentary on Sudden Death. Guys, we're coming at you live from, honestly, I'm not sure where. I'm going to say Boston, because the only thing I know about this movie is a 22-second clip that Horn sent us in a text message, where Jean-Claude Van Damme was beating the shit out of the Boston Penguin mascot.
No, it's the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Pittsburgh Penguins. See, that's how much
Penguin.
that's how much I don't know about this fucking movie. Okay?
That's all you need to know.
Or
What
about
else?
hockey in general.
Yeah,
Don't-
that too.
Most movies you have like that scene and you just fill in. This is the meat on the sandwich. All else we're adding is the bread, which doesn't really matter.
Yeah, this is, while you guys are getting synced up, we are at the 105 mark. Universal Pictures is up for the third time. This is the black and white one, not the like original world or the other world going around. And we got this on Amazon, guys. So your time may be a little different. Now, this is the part where we go around the wherever we're at, and I ask a question that is stupid and relevant to the movie. But since I don't really know anything, Horns, what'd you have for dinner?
I had a chicken teriyaki bowl. It's very good.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. And let me just say real quick to the listeners out there watching this with us, I have seen Sudden Death. The other two bros haven't. So I will be definitely able to guide them on this journey, but also the real fun for you at home is going to be, what the fuck do they think of the absolute batshit craziness that they're about to undertake? And I believe this is the first Jean-Claude Van Damme movie as the podcast we've done a commentary on, which is crazy to me.
Shockingly, I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
All right. To his left, we have the American hero himself, Nate Thurman. Now, Thurman, how would you have made Jeff's dinner better?
Man, that's tough, just going off of the bare bones of a teriyaki bowl. But if I had the time to plan, I would definitely slice up the I'm guessing chicken teriyaki, is that what you said?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, make sure you slice it up nice and thin the night before, so you got some planning. So put it in a nice marinade with maybe some soy sauce, some lime, some gochujang, some chili peppers. Just make sure you get all the flavors in there. And nice bed of sushi rice, and then maybe some peppers and onions, and call it a night.
You know, so I like it. This guy.
All right, guys. Again, we are at the 1 minute, 5 second mark. Universal Pictures is up on the screen. We are going to suddenly die in 3, 2, 1, play.
Don't go to the bathroom, because all your character development here takes place in the first 2 minutes.
Oh boy.
Wow. That long, huh?
Tagline for this one is great. Terror goes into overtime.
God, that's fucking awesome.
That's cool.
I don't want to get ahead of myself and explain the plot of this movie to you. The people at home obviously know, but to you guys, my fun is sort of seeing as you go through it. But this movie, I think, and I put this in my Letterboxd review, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars because, and Brian, you know this is what makes a bad good movie. This is a key element to a bad good movie.
Yeah.
It is not in on the joke.
Wow.
It does not know that it's a bad movie.
It says Powers Booth in it, who is the star of Powers Booth films.
Also of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fame.
Yes.
He's great in this, by the way. He's the villain.
I would expect nothing less.
So intro to Fire, obviously. And our lead character, Ray McCord, who is Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is all we're going to need to set up his character, quote-unquote, arc for the rest of this movie.
This is it, right? He's in the building right now getting burned?
Yes. I don't know are your subtitles on?
They should be, but I'm not seeing anything popping up yet.
Okay. In a second, my firemen are just entering the building right now. Are yours doing the same?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Okay, he's about to start screaming for help with his Belgian accent. I found her! Come help me! That was more Latino.
That was...
Yeah, almost. We'll get there by the end of the movie.
I'm not going to judge you because it wasn't Jamaican.
Okay, so when it said based on a story by Karen Gordon, so that means like she didn't write a book. Did she just like tell it to someone at a bar once and they were like
she wrote it down on a napkin one time, some guy found it, but she signed it so he knew who wrote it.
Yeah. I got her. It's still Latino.
Yeah, Belgian is kind of a tough accent to do because it's not German, it's not French.
Yeah.
It's kind of somewhere in the middle of it all. Darren, go help them.
The fuck, guys?
Always Darren who needs help.
Darren, the irony in screaming with a full breath of air, I can't breathe.
That's a lot of fire to fall on your face. Like,
oh my God, that girl's face is super creepy there.
Super dead, right?
Wow. She did a good job of being dead there.
Nathan, I have really good death perception.
Yeah, I've known that for a while.
All right, character development done. 2 years later, game day, folks. You got it?
Boy.
All right.
We good?
So he was a fireman and now he's a hockey player?
No. Jesus Christ.
That's
he's
what I
a
got
fireman.
from it too.
A girl died on his watch, and he swore never again.
All right, so we got game 7.
So the hockey rink's going to catch on fire and he's going to save the day.
Just enjoy the ride, okay? It's game day in Pittsburgh, folks. Game 7 of the Stanley Cup. I told you guys, I think, in the text thread, for multiple reasons, getting big-time Air Force One vibes from this movie.
Okay, so the vice president is going to be there. That's why all the security is here.
Mm-hmm. Now, this actually came out, Sudden Death came out 2 years before Air Force One, so I do think that's important because everything we see in here that feels like a ripoff of Air Force One, we have to know it was actually the inverse. And check out our Air Force One movie commentary because that's, I think, one of our best.
It was a fun one. I would not trust somebody called Horizon Security to have security for the vice president.
I don't know, man. We got a lot of quotes for security, and theirs was the best. This is what happens when you cut me off in the line to return a library book. I'm not paying that fucking late fee. There was a lot of machine gun fire in this movie. Let's drink every time a machine gun is used.
Okay, I'm game for that.
Okay, so is that okay? I have a question though. So that was the same shot but 2 guns. Is that 2 drinks or 1 drink?
Yeah, I'll say 2 drinks. You know what's funny, guys? These people don't even want to kidnap the vice president. They just want to watch the game.
Tickets are pricey.
I was gonna say, have you seen how expensive those tickets are?
How shitty is this house that you have a fucking guardrail as your front driveway?
Yeah, it's not great.
But the view.
Gorgeous. This kid, oh my God, what the fuck else is he in? Hang on, he's in a...
Dunstan Checks Out. Is that him? Or Checks In?
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know. That's just the first thing that popped in my head. Because he kind of looked like him.
Sleepless in Seattle, that's what he is. He's Tom Hanks' son.
Looks pretty awake to me.
I fell asleep.
That's
during
what
that movie.
Sleepless would be, though, is awake.
Damn it.
So Ray McCord here, look, after he lost that girl in the fire, Brian, he's just been an absent husband. So his wife left him. And he can't just show up on the doorstep when it's Tyler's 6th birthday and surprise him with tickets to Game 7, you know?
Yeah, can't do that. And you're going to leave your daughter at home?
No, he got her a ticket too, somehow.
Wow.
So just as a little background here, because in about 4 minutes, there is no more story. Ray McCord now, Brian, I think you kind of alluded to this. He is the fire marshal at the arena. And, of course, the fire marshal gets as many tickets as they want to a Game 7 of the Stanley Cup.
Well, yeah, because what's going to possibly catch on fire at an ice rink? It's fucking ice. It's literally the opposite of fire.
Checks out, guys.
And look, I don't want to really point fingers, but if you let a 4-year-old girl die in a fire, should we really be like letting you be in charge of 38,000 people's safety?
I mean, technically, that's less than an entire city, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
Like the city of Pittsburgh, where he used to serve. So they're like, you know what? You couldn't handle a whole city. We'll just give you, this arena.
You know what's more concerning to me than the fact that these guys are putting silencers on their semi-automatics is the fact that all that popcorn you buy at the game, pre-popped.
It's very disappointing.
So they're like a whole team. This is like a diehard team.
Yeah, no, that's a Young Powers booth. And again, we need the popcorn out. I don't really get. This bag here is light butter. Don't get it mixed in with the heavy butter.
Do they have guns hidden in those popcorn bags?
Damn it, Nate. Probably. To have it not make sense.
His son in this, also the voice of T.J. Detweiler from Recess.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a callback. Jeez,
I need to give Recess a shot again, see if it holds up at all. They made a movie, I think, right?
I want to say they made a couple.
Yeah, I mean, probably. It sounds right. 2 hours till face off.
So the cool thing
is
about
that a bomb?
the cool thing about this movie, it's like fully licensed by the NHL. Like Penguins versus the Blackhawks in the game, and then like actual players are in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes it so realistic, Jeff.
Definitely. This kitchen is where a lot of the fighting will take place because it's sort of the key entry point. There's an owner's box up this elevator where a lot of the movie takes place, and so this kitchen. Imagine if it were like Mortal Kombat. This would be like the main fighting arena, you know?
Wow.
Is he basically putting the chef in charge of letting people in and out?
Why not? What else does the chef have to worry about? Oh, you mean all the food?
Nobody gets in unless they have property, unless this guy clears it.
Why do you need like a professional chef at a hockey game?
It's all the sweets banner.
Yeah,
you know?
for all the sweets, the high end people, Ryan, the whales up there.
Why don't you learn a thing or two about hospitality before you embarrass us any further?
Fine.
This woman's tulips didn't come in bloom in time, so as a result, she has to get taken hostage.
Are we still in Pittsburgh?
Yes, I think the whole movie takes place in Pittsburgh.
I don't have any reason to believe we left Pittsburgh.
Well, the weather just
focus.
seems weird. When is the NHL Finals usually?
Summer,
for sure.
Well, that makes sense.
It's around the same time as the NBA.
What's summer in Pittsburgh, though? Like 11 minutes?
Yeah. So, yes, they can grow their tulips during this time. She lost out on first place on their block party last year, so.
That voting is probably rigged, though.
It definitely is rigged.
I mean, it's
an optional HOA.
They're gonna be voting for them.
God damn it.
This old guy, super creepy.
Boston Penguins.
I will say this, Banner, in your defense, the Bruins and the Penguins, exact same color scheme.
See? Told you.
Well, I don't know if you told us.
Is that what you told us?
Horns is just trying to defend you.
Giving you an inch to try to take a mile. This chick's the mascot. Pretty hot for a mascot, right?
So she's the one that gets the shit kicked out of her?
No. You'll see. The Icy that he fights is a different Icy.
Wait, Icy's the penguin?
Yeah.
Oh, is he banging that chick?
Brian, they're co-workers. That'd be unprofessional.
Kind of seemed like it.
Just because it's unprofessional doesn't mean it's not true.
Now, this makes sense because you always let the fire marshal's kid into the locker room with naked adults right before Game 7.
They have a lot more pull than you would think.
To me, the fire marshal's busiest time would be right now, right? Like right before everyone's coming into the arena. He's just walking around fucking chumming it up.
Well, and if it's Game 7, you know people are coming in hammered. So, that's the time that someone's going to light themselves on fire trying to light a cigarette or something.
Yeah. Dude, could you imagine the tailgate in Pittsburgh before a game like this?
It'd be insane. It's like a slow Tuesday in Buffalo, though.
It's true. Bill's Mafia laughs.
Classic kid opening his mouth.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be.
Trying to get his dad's ass kicked. This is important for later. And yes, what you think happens, happens. But Ray McCord did play a little bit of goalie in a semi-professional league.
Oh, in Canada. Okay.
Just saying. In case some craziness happens and he ends up on the ice. Here's the popped corns.
Man,
the fact that we moved these in from an off-site location is also kind of crazy to me.
That's not something we could keep in-house.
Right? We don't have like the infrastructure to pop this here.
It's never mind. I can't even make a joke.
So they call the mascot Icy, even though clearly its name is Iceberg.
Is Icy like his nickname?
I guess.
The chef's chopping form on the onions there was...
I was about to say, that must have been take 15. He's like,
subpar.
Yeah.
He's like chopping, but he's like moving his left hand for some reason too. I'm like, what are you doing? You're gonna cut your finger off.
He's like begging to chop off a digit.
And honestly, he's using like a meat cleaver. He really wouldn't use that to chop onions. So
no, you wouldn't use that to chop onions.
Continuity error, in my opinion.
Why are we changing light bulbs 45 minutes before?
He's just helping out, Brian. That's what
he has a checklist he goes down every game. You know how mistakes are made? By getting off your routine. He's going to treat this like any other regular season game.
You just it's another day at the office. The 90s fashion in this movie too it's incredible.
So this is the vice president coming in.
Yes.
So do we know any significance as to why it's the vice president? Is he like from Pittsburgh? Did we get any of that background and I missed it?
We might. I missed it too though.
Let's make something up. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's say he's a Pittsburgh native.
Yeah, Pittsburgh native. That's why it's him and not the president.
Is his sons in the farm system?
Mm-hmm.
Do hockey have farm systems?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
AHLs and minor leagues. Cool thing about this movie, the announcers, like I guess for them the movie came out, they were assuming like, all right, hockey doesn't quite have the mass appeal other sports have. So everything the announcers say is just literally them explaining the rules of the sport throughout the movie.
Okay, so I may have missed what's going on with this old lady and the man. I know he like came up while she was gardening, but what's the deal with them?
So not spoilers again. If you're actually listening to this and you haven't seen Sudden Death, fuck off. She is, I believe, the wife of the head chef. So they're taking her hostage because in a little bit they're going to need the head chef to meet some of their demands.
Wearing the jockstrap on the outside of the pants.
Got a sense of humor. Have a little fun. Let your hair down. Although joke's on him because that's gross. This guy's in a lot of stuff. He's the dad in Dewey Cox, among other things.
He's always a very authoritative,
he's always a
figure.
Dick. Go back through his filmography here, see what we can find.
So he peps up Pittsburgh, but he does not pep up Chicago?
Yeah, if he does, it's off screen. Really, we don't see much of the Blackhawks in this. I mean, they're on the ice, obviously, but...
Banner, we've already established he's a Pittsburgh native.
Yeah, what part of that don't you understand?
Yeah, but he's also trying to get votes, so...
Another great thing about this movie, a lot of phone numbers, and of course, in movie tradition, they all begin with 555.
Have you guys ever dialed 555 whatever?
No, what happens?
I had no idea. That's what I was asking.
No. Yeah, it's just like not a, I don't know, it gives you a generic message.
It's like every movie phone number.
Yeah.
That is a shrimp cocktail, folks. Fuck me up.
Go to town on that one.
It's like 90% lettuce, though. Like, come on. Pay a lot of money for these sweets.
You got to cover up all that ice underneath.
Yeah, this is an interesting plot device using the chef as such a like gatekeeper.
Right. He apparently has a ton of fucking power at the
So confused.
Now, actually, the real reason this guy's doing it is because she only had Fig Newtons. I mean, if bitch would have had Oreos, the guy would have been on his way by now.
She fucked up.
So she's telling him to let the people up there.
Right, because like
to the vice president.
They gave the chef specific instruct. He's now in charge of all the food going out and who gets in and out of the elevator. Because, of course, he's also security. So they said, 2 people you don't know, you're going to have to let up the elevator. Otherwise, your wife dies. And he's probably like, well, she hasn't slept with me in 18 years. You can fucking kill her.
I don't have my sound on, but I can already tell that was a horrible fake laugh.
Mm-hmm. Enter Powers Booth. God, that jawline. Both our wives just came. This guy's mustache is really crooked. Or his mouth is, I guess.
Yeah, maybe his upper lip is. I'm not sure. Maybe that's why he has a mustache to cover it up, and he really fucked up because you can still tell.
Yeah, if anything, it makes it worse now because there's like a level on your mouth, and we're seeing how crooked it is.
It just overemphasizes it.
Look how shitty the monitor is in the booth here. Like, it's giving me a seizure.
That was the 90s, man.
Well, I remember Nestea.
Wow.
Little champagne, never hurt anybody.
No, just 2 minutes to FaceTime. Face off, whatever.
Yeah, in this movie, we get a lot of fucking time updates. It's kind of ridiculous.
Well, I was curious how close we were to puck drop, but
also I would get your drinks ready because the machine gun fire is about to start and not stop for the next hour.
That means I need to fill up.
I'm getting a refill right now.
So they're posing as the wait staff. Man, that's original.
Yeah, and here's what the issue is with movies of this era. We're huge fans of the mid 90s. I can't tell if this copied a movie or if other movies copied this,
I think that's a good problem to have, though.
All right, drink. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. That guy's dead.
Wow. In the elevator. I feel like it's a waste of ammo, right? Like, do you need that much firepower?
These guys go through a lot of rounds. That's why I said the drinking game for the machine gun fire is risky, but we already committed to it, Hey, look, they're still patriots. My God, Drink.
Whoa.
And did he take the Fig Newtons?
Yeah, he did.
What's the worst crime?
I'm probably
machine gun.
A second and a half behind you guys, so anything you miss, I got you.
Okay,
Jesus.
So we got 2 machine gun fires, so you got to drink for those.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Nate to get back. I mean, I really just literally have to lean forward and open a fridge, but I'm locked into the machine gun fire right now. Thurman, I think you owe us was that 6 drinks?
Yeah, I believe so. 2 were not with silenced machine guns, Nate, so you can decide if you want to count those or not.
All right. I got it. I'm caught up.
All right, that's puck drop, folks. Game 7, Brian, who you got?
I'm going home team here.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Another gun death. I'll drink to that. The chef's just constantly appalled. Oh, chef's dead. I forgot he got killed. Drink to that.
Oh no.
I guess that shrimp wasn't as good as we thought.
Man, that chef is really dead.
Nate, can we get confirmation on that?
Is he dead?
Oh,
Like
he's dead.
His level of dead.
Horns is the one with death perception.
Yeah, that's true. The bartender's crying because she's like, man, you just cut out like 8 people that were going to tip me for tonight. This fucking sucks. I was told this was going to be a 20-person suite. I didn't know 9 of them were going to get shot up once the puck dropped.
Are you going to cover their tips now?
Yeah. Those guys were going to get hammered by the second period.
And they were drinking mixed drinks, so you know that's worth more.
Yeah, 100%.
I heard she's heavy-handed too.
Which plays to her advantage. You know, it's not her liquor.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he's disarming the Secret Service now. Or I guess taking away their communications. Just smart. This guy, classic 90s hacker, right? Earring, glasses, goatee.
Chewing the gum.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, they always have a weird tick, right? Like Boris in GoldenEye clicks the pen.
Yeah. The dude in Die Hard, he's got that little thing he does with his teeth.
Yep.
Yep. So does this whole movie take place during the finals?
Yes. They use the game and you'll see the villain here is going to set up his demands, and one of them is that until he gets his money at the end of each period, he'll kill, I think, 2 hostages.
Okay. Nice. You're just going to leave your kids?
He's got to do fire marshal shit, you know?
I mean, I thought, like, the whole point of being the top dog is that you have people underneath you to do your work for you, so you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but, you know, at a certain point, your employees lose respect for you if they never see you out there getting your hands dirty, you know?
That's true. You got to put in the work, too.
I haven't gotten near enough Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, he's really not in a lot of the beginning of this, now that I think about it.
Just got to.
All right, 1-0 Penguins. There we go.
Home team. Now, I did have a prop bet that they weren't going to score till the second period, so lost that.
Sorry, dude.
It's all right. I got aggressive there. I thought Chicago was going to show up, but...
Just live bet and head to that bet so you can make it up.
That's a good idea, actually.
They just wasted all that food. Like, they still... Just because you're hacking doesn't mean you're not going to get hungry.
Right. That's the real crime here.
All right.
I like to think it's not that easy to, like, hack into a security system like that. Like, he literally opened a box, flicked a couple switches, and boom, he has all their cameras.
Yeah, but he's, like, top of the line, man, you know?
It's true.
Got to know the right way to touch it.
It works on a couple fronts, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never actually, the first time I watched this, really got why Powers Booth is doing what he's doing. But I think he's either ex-Secret Service or ex-military.
So does he know, does him and the vice president already have a standing relationship, or they know each other?
Possibly. Maybe they're going to tell us here. He just put an invitation to the White House on the table. I don't know. I think he's like a disgruntled former government employee, because part of the reason he's able to do this is he knows like all of their protocols when certain things happen. So he's able to like get ahead of them. And I won't tell you what happens, but there is what this movie thinks is a twist.
Wow, 1.7 billion. That's a lot of money. Like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, so they need to transfer a certain amount at the end of each of the 3 periods. If they're behind, he's going to kill people. 2 people. Okay. And he says at the end of the game, he'll blow up the whole arena. Which, again, if the Penguins win or lose, you could say they could probably defend that. If they win, do it in celebration. If they lose, fuck this place. We're tearing it all down. Especially because they don't have their first-round pick, you know?
Yeah. But it was worth it. I mean, they got that Russian guy.
Yeah.
So.
You got to go all in. I agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
This is a win-now team. You guys remember we used to play NHL 08?
Dude, I love that game.
That was so much fun. Just come out of fucking nowhere, checking people into boards. We turn icing off.
Turn off all the, like, whatever the boarding penalty was where you can't check them from behind. Like, who wants that in a video game?
For some reason, we always left slashing on, though.
Well, we're not animals.
Yes.
Which, that's kind of a stupid one. Like, is there a slashing button? How the fuck do I know if my guy's going to slash you?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, checking you from behind, okay, I can fully control that.
Like, I clearly hit triangle while I was sprinting into you.
Well, and I remember even when we had it on, if we would get the penalty, we wouldn't even be like, dude, don't even feel bad. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
You wanted to paralyze that digital person. So here is our, like, head of the, I guess, police. But with all these movies, there's always, like, a guy in the truck, right?
Yeah, you've always got to have a mobile unit set up outside.
Obviously.
Have you guys seen Inside Man with Denzel and Clive Owen?
It's been a while, but I remember it being a really good movie.
Yeah, picture, like, a really, really bad movie version of Inside Man. That's what this is. Except it's just a lot more roundhouse kicks. Because Jean-Claude Van Damme, I don't think uses a gun until, like, the very end. Besides that, he just uses it. Basically, to level the playing field, he uses his feet and lets the enemies use guns.
He doesn't need a gun.
That'd be unfair. Maybe this is a dumb question. Would you not stop the game here, like if they knew this was happening? Or do they want it to feel like business as usual to everyone else?
Yeah, they don't want to. I guess they don't want to tip off Powers Booth at this point.
Okay.
I would have to guess. Or Joshua Foss.
Who's that?
His name in the movie.
Oh, okay. Joshua Foss, good name. Ah, damn it. Blackhawks tied it up. You knew it was going to happen. It's just a matter of when.
I like how they gave, according to IMDb, I like how they gave the vice president a lot of depth. His name is Raymond J. Barry, but in the movie, his name is Vice President.
Jesus Christ. Dorian
so we 1-1 now?
Yeah, sorry. Blackhawks scored.
Fuck.
Odd man rush, I know. Dorian Harewood, who plays the like FBI agent in the truck. His character's name is Hallmark, like the card company.
I'm seeing a lot of first name. Like there's a Hickey, a Kathy.
And no one has last names in this movie.
Blair.
We don't need to get caught up in the minutia of names.
You're right.
They're like, if we start giving people two names, it's going to bog down the action.
Right.
Yeah.
They're gonna ask why don't we have with all those last names being said, if you coupled those half seconds together, it's at least 3 more roundhouse kicks we could have had in the film.
And good compromise.
If they have last names, people might start asking about the plot, and we can't have that.
Correct. On IMDb, Jean-Claude Van Damme's picture is incredible. He looks like, with his like curly mullet, he looks like the dude on the cover of like one of those really bad erotica novels.
Ooh, with the wife beater on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where's the cellular device? I need to
Like
check this out.
he's trying to give like a super intense look, but that hair is just, I can't take you serious right now.
No. It looks like he forgot his wallet, and so he's trying to let the waitress at whatever restaurant he's eating at just let him eye fuck her instead of actually paying for his French dip sandwich.
She's like, what are you doing? Is it working? Is what working?
Uh-oh, guys. The first period's about to end. Oh, drink to that.
Dead.
He wasn't joking around, guys.
Soul Patch guy's checking the accounts. He's like, nothing there. Also, I'm in the middle of a sick Duke Nukem run, so if we could Just put everything on hold for a second.
Duke fucking Nukem.
So of course, his daughter the one instruction she had was not to leave. So she gets up on her own.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Like, whoever's in the penguin suit now did a shoddy job of, like, getting this done. Just left her, like, dead, just, like, presumably standing up in the stall.
Like leaning up against it.
Yeah. Say anything, I'll kill your mother, where she's like, my mom's dead.
Yeah, first off, like, how would you even find my mom? That just seems like so much extra work.
She's not at the game.
I will leave the arena. Like, oh my god, you're just giving yourself extra errands here. All right, so now, Brian, you understand why the Icy that he's about to fight is not the one we saw earlier.
I've yet to see any proof that is not the hot chick.
Quite a bit taller.
And you didn't see the chick that was in the Icy costume dead?
That was a different chick. That was the same chick?
Oh, you still think we have only one Icy?
Always been more of a frozen
Banner,
Coke guy
are
myself.
you in for a surprise, I think.
My god.
Did I miss us getting a second Icy?
I think one is number 01 and the other one is 00. They might have slightly different names. Maybe they're like brother and sister or something.
But now I really want an Icy.
I'd be super pissed
too.
if I was that guy, because that was probably like a $13 beer.
Yeah. This guy in the owner's box still not over his dead wife. It's been like 5 minutes. Jesus.
Come on. Get with it.
I'm wondering, so like his whole plan to get all this money transferred to him, and I don't really care, but are there not better people than like government officials to get this money from? Like, why not just kidnap like a CEO or something? It seems like it'd be way easier.
Yeah, I mean,
I just really wanted to see Game 7.
Yeah. I mean, he's killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah, that's
he actually
where, like,
had tickets anyway.
Powers Booth's boss is like, look, I will, you can use the company card for this. I just want you to be honest with me. Who would have thought you'd see Icy the mascot shoot a security guard in the head? Drink to that.
Damn.
Okay, if you say so.
This is the scene coming up I sent you guys. I was like, this is just...
I knew it was
Already?
getting close.
Yeah.
And I was so excited.
Oh, wait. I think they go up to the owner's box real quick and then come down. Ray obviously doesn't quite know what's going on yet. Jesus, Icy?
Do you really have to shoot him again? I think he's dead.
But how do you know, though, you know?
Yeah, the bullet in the head isn't a telltale sign.
The guy's cheekbones were like insane.
You don't
It's
just
not
get
something
that.
I ever thought I would say, but
Chews a lot of gum. That's not just natural, you know?
Sorry, what was the cheekbone comment?
there's a lot of cheekbone there.
Oh, on her face?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I'm not sure if I'm like complimenting them or insulting them. I'm just merely stating that there's a lot of cheekbone there.
Do you think it's a result of, like, overly sized cheekbones, or is the rest of her face, is she like a crackhead and the rest of it's like...
No, see, that's the thing, is it doesn't look unnatural.
Dang
And
it,
it
now
doesn't-
she's gone and I can't see her.
There
And she's
she
about to
is.
put the Icy head on. Oh, the little girl or the assassin?
No, the icy head lady.
Yeah, she's about to put Icy's... Because, of course, you can't fight Ray McCord without your mascot head on, so she has to...
If anything, the little girl is like lacking cheekbone.
We'll let her develop, man. Where did he get this fucking knife from? I guess he's in a kitchen, but that doesn't look like a piece of cutlery unless I'm wrong.
You should cut up a lot of fish with a knife like that.
All right, this is probably, in all movie commentaries we've done, maybe a top 20 scene that we've ever got to comment on. I'm going to drink.
So we've done a lot of commentaries too, so that's saying something.
Quick Horns fun fact. According to writer Randy Feldman, he wrote the first draft of the screenplay as a comedy action movie parody. The only scene that remained in the finished film was the scene where Van Damme fights the penguin mascot.
You know what?
Right here.
If that's the only scene that survived, that's the right scene to survive.
Yes, that's the one. I guarantee you, if I wrote the screenplay, I'd be like, look, you can make your edits, but this is where I fucking dig in. This is
insane.
This is awesome.
The dexterity in that mascot uniform.
Yeah, the mobility is incredible. And I hate to ruin a nice roast beef sandwich, but your head in there would be cherry on the top here.
Dude, that would hurt so fucking bad.
Yeah, I don't want to think about it.
This is just a great fight. I mean, fighting in a kitchen is always an incredible aesthetic, I feel like.
There's so many things you can do, like the bar slide right there.
Yeah, there's blades, there's heat.
They ruined that shrimp cocktail though. I'm kind of pissed.
Yeah.
You can hit somebody with a pan.
Oh, the fryers are on. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you've got the meat slicer to use as a weapon. Now you've got the fryer to use as a weapon.
Ah.
Oh, and then up in the vent.
Yeah, look at this. Everywhere you look, there's death. Of course, it's like chopping up the one eye. Dude, Icy's got a nice little scissor kick there.
This has some good length to it too.
Yeah, no, this does. I don't want to make you think it's a downward trajectory, but this is the highlight of the movie, this fight.
I would be disappointed if it wasn't.
Oh, Three Ninjas homage, right?
Yeah.
The pepper bomb. Really creative death here too on the dishwasher.
Oh, wow. All right.
This is ingenuity in script here, right? We have to tip our cap.
I mean, just using your environment to its fullest.
Yeah.
Which is the rule number one of being a ninja, right?
I think so, yeah.
So, Banner, at this point in watching the film, I was like, this is a 5 out of 5.
Okay, yeah.
What could you want from this movie? Pittsburgh Penguins mascot just died on a drying rack for dishes.
That's the thing. I was trying to find something else, and I can't do it.
I don't want to tell you guys where this ended up on my movies of all time list.
It's probably embarrassingly high though.
So it's out of almost 1,200 movies now, and it's in the top 25%.
Wow.
Wow, that's.
On that Excel sheet, I've created a second tab to where I can just start updating and keeping it lifetime now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my rule is when I rewatch, that's the only time I'm going to really allow myself to adjust a movie. I can't just think I don't like it as much. I got to watch it again.
You have to watch it. I agree. It's my rule too.
And this one is, again, our lists are how much do we like the movie, and entertainment value and rewatchability. This thing for me is pretty high up there.
Entertainment value for sure. Rewatchability, I'm not sold on yet. But entertainment value, I'm digging the fucking shit out of this.
Yeah. My wife walked in a second ago and she goes, "Didn't you just watch this?" She's gonna act like she hated it. She was fucking interested in it. All right, Hallmark's back on the horn. He's gonna fix this, guys.
So is Hallmark? He's part of the FBI. He's not part of Horizon Security.
Yeah, he's part of the FBI. Is Horizon Security supposed to be the guys with the maroon jackets?
I mean, I'm just saying you get what you pay for. If they were the lowest bid, kind of makes sense.
The lowest bid. They were just the best bid.
That means the lowest. Let's be honest. We all know how government finances work.
Okay, look, it was the lowest, but that's not what it means.
Their value pick.
Yes.
I forgot. We have a full blown halftime in between each period in hockey, don't we?
Yeah. Which for the movie. The movie does have I definitely think this is a sports movie, and I don't mean in the way that people debate Die Hard being a Christmas movie. This movie is probably 30% hockey.
Yeah.
Well, and the whole median is hockey. The whole
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is the vessel. The game is the vessel that you're telling the story through.
Right. It's an interesting framing device because each period at the end of the period equals death. So right now, Ray McCord thinks that he's got one of the security guys, but actually, as we know, this dude is one of the guys working with Powers Booth's character, Joshua Foss.
That's a good bad guy name.
Great bad guy name.
Foss.
I feel another fight coming on.
What would give you that impression? Hi-ya!
Oh, here we go.
Hey, your instincts are very keen. Again, you get JCVD in the kitchen, bro. He's like, everything here is a tool to kill you with. I don't know what that is. Is that hot ice? Why would that just be
I
out?
kind of missed.
Is it dry ice?
He loves. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. Hot ice is from Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Hot
ice.
Heat up the ice. But why? Again, whatever. Dry ice being just exposed for him to put the guy's head on is kind of funny.
I don't know why you would have that much dry ice in a kitchen anyway. Like, you don't need that much dry ice.
You don't need any dry ice in the kitchen, but maybe it's one of those like salt lick things you cook like a tuna steak on.
We've got one of those for our hamster.
Really? Is that a bone?
What a move.
Holy shit! People at home said you can't top that mascot death, and Jean-Claude Van Damme said, "Hold my Belgian beer, my Stella Artois."
I'm just gonna snap this bone off and stick it in this guy's neck.
Why did he open up the dryer thing?
I was wondering that too. Like, what was he looking for? Ice?
Looked like he was gonna reach in there, but then he didn't. I don't know.
Fuck.
I know.
Penguins up 2-1,
dude. The Penguins always do this, bro.
Yeah, sorry, the Blackhawks up 2-1.
They always get ahead early and then just fucking collapse.
All right, so they're still playing the game, but they're about to raid the place with the SWAT team. Like, are they not trying to evacuate?
Yeah, this is what Nate and I were talking about when
Civilians.
you left for a second. Nate had a good point, though. If you're like the FBI, you have to keep it looking like business as usual because you don't know what Foss will do if the game shuts down, you know?
All right. I can buy that.
Oh, this is incredible. So somehow McCord gets into like the offices downstairs, and he is going to draw what he believes. There's his chick that he was banging, the other Icy. He's going to draw a map of the arena, and it is like the shittiest kid's drawing of all time. May she rest in peace.
He's just more pissed because now he doesn't know when his next lay's coming from. He was planning on getting that tonight after the game.
Brian, they're co-workers. That would be so unprofessional.
And just because there's a goalie doesn't mean he can't score.
Wow, what a time to use that metaphor. Unless you're the Blackhawks, then it means it's very easy to score.
Is the goalie like their job?
Goalie can be whatever you want it to be.
Wow. No, I didn't think of it. Yeah, the goalie is their employment, I guess, yeah.
Was that the metaphor there?
And the irony is that their employment happens to be at a place where a goalie is.
And he used to be a goalie in a semi-professional Canadian team.
Jesus Christ. People at home are like, if you make one more fucking reference of this, I'm tuning out. And I'm going to John Campia's channel. Also, the irony, a guy named McCord is using a cordless phone.
God.
Everybody at home, have a good night. We've been the Bro 4 Squad podcast.
That guy's name is Hallmark. Do they play this on the Hallmark channel?
I think we pushed it beyond where we're...
Yeah, we took it a step too far.
About 4 steps ago.
Brian, that's the epitome of a podcast heat check, what you just took.
It was. It really was.
Just give me the fucking ball.
Yeah, we were feeling it good right there.
I had a basketball player that I coach 2 games ago shoot a shot like 6 feet behind the 3-point line, like in the middle of a quarter. I took him out of the game, and he goes, "I was wide open." I was like, "That's because you're at half court."
Yeah, they're not gonna guard you there.
Yeah, the other team like, yeah, okay, please shoot that.
Yeah, I'll take that. Did he make it?
No.
Did he at least hit like rim or anything? He didn't airball it.
He hit like the side of the rim, but it was one of those shots like it's not really a rebound. The rim like just deflects it to the court, if that makes sense.
Ooh, explosions now. Fuck
Yes.
yeah.
So this is where they realize like we're playing checkers, he's playing chess. He's basically home alone to the parking lot.
That
So
dude's
when
legs are on fire.
Only a lot, though. That dude's legs are on.
I just call it how I see it.
The guy next to him's like, Tom, how come the rest of your body isn't on fire? What are those pants made out of?
Some flammable shit.
My mother-in-law bought these for me. Of course, they're cheap as fuck. God, that frugal bitch. Give me one Christmas present, we can't splurge a little.
Hallmark has got his hands full here.
The hacker guy, is it sort of a trope too for hacker guys? You got to have the dress shirt buttoned all the way up. God forbid we let ourselves inhale and exhale comfortably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird idiosyncrasies. Ben, were you about to say something?
I was, but I don't remember what it was now, so I just stopped.
Well, if you're talking about Hallmark, let me say this. And I understand these are human beings he's working with, right? They're not just meat puppets. But Foss just blew up the whole parking lot. Why don't we run a second group of guys in there? The odds he has double bombs planted here. This is the shittiest drawing of all time, but I love it. Like a little child doodling with his dead corpse in the middle of the room.
Like on set, like Van Damme was like, can we have someone else to do this? No, it needs to be authentic. You need to draw this. Like, we don't have anyone on set like an artist or something.
It's like, why don't you just bring the camera in really tight and it just shows the hands and no one will even know? Jean-Claude, you just don't get it, do you?
No, we're about to get some MacGyver shit going on here.
Yeah, remember that he has that, guys. Okay.
This is like a plasma TV Die Hard.
Yeah, so this does get, I'm glad you said that. This does get a lot of Die Hard comparisons. It came out, I believe, 5 years after Die Hard.
Die Hard, I think, was 89, 90.
Speaking of that, this is according to IMDb, another Horns fun fact. Schwarzenegger, Stallone, and Bruce Willis were considered for the role of Darren McCord, but all three turned the role down before JCVD got the part. Schwarzenegger turned the role down because he already did True Lies and Junior in 94 back-to-back and wanted a break. And Stallone turned the role down because he didn't like the quality of the script. Willis turned the part down because he was already working on Die Hard with a Vengeance, which came out the same year.
Personally, my second favorite Die Hard.
Another interesting fact, another thing that makes sense with why the league might want to have itself be front and center with the marketing. This film was shot during the NHL lockout between the 94 and 95 season.
Ah.
Makes sense. Yep.
It's almost like they planned it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Banner, when you said this is like a plasma screen Die Hard, was that like your attempt at like saying it was like an off-brand Die Hard?
Like it's
Plasma
good for
TV.
Yeah, like a plasma TV. Like
I get with a plasma. Yeah, I get that.
Like it's good for what it is, but there's a better version. Although, damn, he just blew a fucking helicopter up.
And the worst is yet to come for this guy.
He had a lot to think about on his way down.
Aren't there firemen here? Can we put out that fucking car fire?
I think we've already established he's a shitty fireman.
He dips no cocktail sauce on that shrimp.
God, I want some shrimp cocktail right
Doesn't
now.
that look so good right now?
It looks delicious.
Sounds awesome.
Banner, you'll like this. Actually, both of you guys will, but Banner because he supposedly bet on this game. Jaromir Jagr, who, if you're not familiar with him, longtime NHLer, but famous Pittsburgh Penguin, wasn't happy that the hockey player wearing his number 68 was on the ice for 3 of the opposing team's goals, making him a -3.
All right.
Imagine watching the film and that's what you get. It's like, it's not the dude shooting like women and children. It's that you were a -3.
All right, all tied up. Here we go now. Here we go.
A hacksaw.
But Brian, the problem is it's almost like the Penguins don't play offense until they get down, you know?
You know, sometimes you got to get punched in the face to Yeah, you got to bleed a little before you're ready to really fight.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jesus said that, I think.
Way to save that sentence, Baker.
Hey, give Ray McCord credit. He goes back and forth between murdering people and then going to check on his kids. It's like a rated R version of Mrs. Doubtfire, where he keeps having to change for the different dates.
He's got a lot of different hats to wear.
Right.
And he's wearing
now
them.
I'm Dad. Now I'm Lethal Assassin.
Yeah. He's doing it flawlessly. I'll give him credit. Is that bartender still slinging out drinks and everything? She's still working. She's like,
Can I
gotta
get
pay
you
the
anything?
bills.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to respect the hustle. She's still working for a tip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully they show his hands again. But Powers Booth, look at his nails. They're so shiny. It's like they're painted with clear nail polish.
Thank God someone finally noticed, because he got this manicure. Oh my God, yeah, that is a little too much.
I don't know. Yeah. It really stood out to me.
I think he was trying to stop biting his nails, so he painted them. But he didn't want to look, silly, so he just painted them clear.
Brian, he can quit biting his nails anytime he wants, okay?
They should have dove more into that to give his character some more depth.
I would definitely be game for a prequel film about him biting his nails. Speaking of which, let's bring back spin-offs at the end of this. So just get a spin-off ready by the end. Okay. I already have mine. I just thought of it. It's a great scene.
What's a Zamboni doing on the street?
Nate, just... Okay?
In the summertime, no less.
I feel like Nolan borrowed some of this stuff from The Dark Knight. Doesn't this have a very Heath Ledger Joker feel? Putting a dead corpse on a Zamboni?
Yeah. I get that same thing.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, Foss's last line was talking about the people that they killed, putting them on ice.
A little foreshadowing.
Yeah.
I had no idea that the inside of Zambonis held snowballs or like snow cones.
I would not hold this film as entirely accurate. Maybe it doesn't.
I've never thought about it before, but just thinking about the logistics of a Zamboni, I wonder if that's where it stores the top layer of ice it shaves off.
That's what I was thinking.
Very possibly. They look up his profile. This guy could be a pain in the ass. He has heroic tendencies. Is that in his scouting report?
Is that the actual line they use? Heroic tendencies?
Where's the part about that 4-year-old girl dying on his watch?
That means he probably really loves his daughter.
See, that's the shit that I need in this script. But again, the movie is just not self-aware enough for it to really be fun,
He did not throw that hard enough to actually break.
That was a very bad throw.
And unless he's left-handed, it was his offhand.
Then why is he throwing it madly with his left hand? Wouldn't you put it to your dominant hand to really do some destruction?
Well, think about this, Brian. So if you're a starting pitcher, and I know this is an apples to orange comparison, and you get pulled out of the game, you're frustrated. You don't want to punch the wall with your pitching hand, right? So
are you really that aware of it, though?
I agree. In the heat of the moment, you're probably not. But his judo chop hand, he's like, I might need this in 10 minutes. Maybe I don't want to chuck the phone with it in case something happens.
That's true. Is that a little C4 action we got going on?
That's a lot of C4 action we got going on. Powers Booth has a murder boner right now. He just really wants to shoot someone, but it's not. Rules are rules. It's not the end of the second period yet,
Rules are what separate us from the animals, guys.
Correct. His rule is for every person he kills, he gets to eat one of the shrimp in the shrimp cocktail. It's his new Weight Watchers program that he's on.
He just has to remember to enter the points later.
These guys will hold him accountable. On the drive back, they'll be like, hey, did you enter that shrimp that you ate? I only had 4. You had 6.
Why is the FBI handling this? Wouldn't this be a CIA situation?
Drink. It's a great question, Brian. Maybe it is the CIA. Don't quote me on FBI.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw FBI.
What is that guy's suit coat with the pinstripe? It's like that's a shirt material pattern. You don't wear that. Come on.
He's just trying to get ahead of the trends.
This to me feels very JCVD, like the super mini knife.
Yeah. Why wasn't he pulling that out when he was fighting people?
Well, that would have been unfair. Can I just say, is there anything in movies that's meant to build more tension, but I never feel anything than the cutting of a bomb wire?
Just fucking cut it.
I'm never nervous at all.
No, that's a good point.
Has it blown up once in a movie?
Not that I've seen.
They've never cut the wrong wire.
Yeah. One movie needs to have the balls to do it.
That's a badass lighter also, by the way.
Yeah, that is really fucking cool. Nate,
why do they have fireworks?
Staring at his nails now. Jesus Christ.
Why do they have fireworks if they're all inside?
You don't have fireworks at the end of the second period of a tie game?
Outside?
Yeah, outside of the arena where no one can see them.
Right.
It's game 7. They had some budget left over from the regular season that they had to spend. So
yeah, because if you don't, then corporate will lower the budget next year.
Yeah. Don't use it, you lose it.
It's what they call a surplus, guys.
And then next summer, I'll be 6.
I'll be 6.
Dude, it's crazy how big computer monitors used to be.
Yeah.
They were
going back
so
a second ago. So you cut the first
heavy.
wire. Huh?
No, go ahead. What you have to say is much more intelligent than what I was going to say.
I was just going to say he cut the first wire and was like, okay, I got it. And then he was going to cut the second wire, but took his time something else was going to happen. That's the last wire to cut.
And
that's the other option.
What did cutting the first wire do for us then?
Yeah.
It didn't set the bomb off or deactivate it, so why is that even a wire?
And if you have to cut them in the right order, okay, cool. That could be a plot device. You cut the first one. There's only one more. Just cut it.
Right. I'm trying to think of a different course of action you could take that would even make you nervous.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Yeah, let's give the bazooka guys credit. This dude's 2 for 2.
That's from some distance too.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? This is Michael Bay learned a thing or two from this.
Yeah.
He had to have, right?
All right, Third period, fellas. This is it.
Just Hitchcock laid the groundwork for a lot of filmology down the years. This movie obviously laid the groundwork for a ton of action films after it.
Oh yeah, I mean
it's obvious, guys.
It's just the action happening on a couple fronts is pretty cool, and I think it was sort of a thing in the late 80s to mid 90s of the action hero is isolated fighting his way through some weird labyrinth, Die Hard.
It's a video game.
Exactly.
It's very video game-ish.
And it's always the unassuming hero, right? He's not the cop who rushes in. He's just the fucking fire marshal who has to do this.
And it just so happens to be the time that his kids are at the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's not about to lose custody over a fucking terrorist attack, you know?
So, I may have missed this, but why is Booth doing this? Just to get money?
Yeah, I don't, unless I missed it, Nate, maybe you caught it. I think they vaguely say he's an ex-government employee, possibly military, possibly Secret Service, who is disgruntled with something the government's done, ... money.
Hold up, is he making his own fucking...
He's making whatever the fuck he wants, Banner.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, this is already looking pretty badass.
This is fucking cool.
He has to crit a few more bullets though. I hope he has them and we just didn't see him get made.
Dude, I would feel like a pimp right now. I'd be like, please, somebody try to kill me.
The problem with this is reload time on that.
It's like the old Civil War days with the muskets.
Yeah. You got to tamp it down.
Oh god, what are we thinking up with the penguins here?
They're all going to blow up. They've got bombs in them.
Yeah, he's probably thinking like, oh, fuck the giveaway tonight. Oh, no, the first 10,000 fans. It's still Latin.
It's
still
very Latin.
It might be more Latin than it was.
I was going to say, it's getting more and more Latin the more we go.
We're lost. Another C4.
You were almost like Cuban cab driver.
Yeah,
there.
That's definitely what I was.
Yeah. All right. So last time he cut the yellow one first. This time he cut the black one first.
Right.
Continuity error.
Which one? So what you're telling me is it doesn't matter which one you cut first. You just cut one.
This guy holding the gun. I mean, these terrorists need a pension plan. This guy's too old to still be working.
Is that the best way to hold that gun?
No, but he's too old. He can't. Oh!
There it is.
I'll drink that.
Damn. I don't want to be that guy, but is that thing really that accurate?
If he made it, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hallmark.
Coming to save the day.
You're McCord. I'm Hallmark.
That was kind of rude, just punching him like that.
I think he might be a racist. He's like, I'm sorry, that was my father. That's not me.
Oh, let's see the drawing. I'm so excited.
Oh, God, it's so bad. What if he's like, what the fuck is this? The mitochondria. It's the powerhouse of the cell.
Third period just started. Here we go in the final stretch.
That's exactly what it looked like.
I'll put it on the fridge. Good job, Ray. You actually like it? No, it's beautiful. Yeah. Could use a little color, but it looks great.
Machine gun fire.
Oh, drink to that.
Banner, what beer are you
good
drinking?
save there, Brian. Twice. Fuck.
This is a Shiner candied pecan.
I saw those at the store the other day. I didn't get them, but I saw them.
It's all right.
How heavy is it?
It reminds me a lot of like a coffee beer.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a little sweeter.
That's not what I want to hear. The older I get, the less sweet I can handle, sadly.
Ooh, wife opened up a Moscato. One sip, had to dump the whole thing down the drain. So sweet.
Yeah.
Wow, that's sweet.
Yeah. Oh, it honestly tastes like grape juice.
Oh,
and
wow.
not in a good way.
Can't do it.
Well, maybe I was planning on killing everyone here.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, you twist my arm. How many red wines has Foss had? Should we cut him off?
Nah.
These old cell phones, what kind of battery life we looking at?
They probably lasted for fucking ever. Let's be honest.
Yeah. All right, where's he off to now?
I think he got the call. Well, it's kind of a spoiler, actually.
Okay, don't tell me. I'll find out.
Tick, tick, tick.
Hallmark, you got to find the kid.
Oh, this
why would he? So wait, Hallmark's going to.
Here's your twist, folks.
Oh no.
Interesting.
You can't fucking trust anyone.
Wow.
The original, this is another IMDb fun fact. Really weird that they changed this, but the original script of the film had the Penguins playing the Los Angeles Kings in this game.
Huh.
Wonder what changed.
Yeah. And I believe at this time Gretzky was on the Kings. This is where Hallmark's like, I'm working with you. You crazy, bro.
Is Hallmark gonna get cold feet and be a good guy again?
I don't know, Brian. Luckily, his son is racist and would never get to leave with a black guy.
Very important part to the movie.
He's like, they got plenty of cocktail sauce because my fucking boss dips a whole shrimp in it and takes like one dot of it. This kid is got a body bag.
Do you know my mom? Don't trust the stranger.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the real accurate part. These drunk ass, like how shit faced would that guy be? He'd definitely say something racist to him.
Yeah.
In
It's fitting
Pittsburgh?
in.
It was the 90s, though. Does his hat say fuckhead?
Puckhead.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Brian, that's inappropriate.
Yeah, for real. Don't say fuck on this podcast.
Sorry.
Avengers Endgame definitely stole from the lighting here.
I'm telling you, this laid the groundwork for many great films.
Every great piece of cinema over the next 30 years
Can be tied back to sudden death.
Sudden death. We've always said it.
The movie Big Film doesn't want you to know about.
That is a fucking clickbait title to an article.
Yeah. Like, who would click? Why would that be a headline?
I would click it every fucking
Dude,
time.
I would 100% click that.
Every fucking
What's the
time.
There's a Reddit thread I follow called Saved You a Click, and it's great because they post like the link to articles like that with the headline visible, but then they tell you like, don't click it. Here's what it says.
Ooh, I need to jump on that.
Yeah. Oh, this is one of the best attacks in the whole movie. Second to obviously the kitchen fight.
Oh, there's lighter fluid in there. I can't wait for this.
Fly dog.
Homemade flame. He lit up way too fast.
I know, dude. The guy, he must have been like drenched in gasoline.
His shoes started lighting up. I'm like, he didn't even shoot him down there.
Well, look, even the cement wall is on fire. It's like, what the fuck?
Wouldn't that? So they're under the rink right now, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So that he's gonna ruin Game 7. He's gonna melt the ice because he's on fire.
Well, how hot do you
Damn
think
it.
this guy is, Brian? He's not Kobe against the Raptors.
Oh God. Oh, is this the guy from the kitchen earlier?
This guy just burnt.
Oh,
Face is all fucking melted.
I was wondering. Okay.
Like, I would tap out if I was him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Nate brings up a good point. He's burnt so many people's faces, we don't know who is who when they show up. Which guy's face that he burnt off is this?
This is the dry ice guy.
Yeah.
or-
And what was the method with which he burnt their face? Dude, if I'm Van Damme, like, I just post up in the kitchen and I'm like, you motherfuckers come to me. Like, this is my haven. I'll kill you with whatever. I'll kill you with a fucking butter knife. But it's a 555 number that he called last.
Oh, look at that.
Again, Brian, I don't want to be that guy, but how many red wines has Foss had?
It's fine.
We
okay?
need him to be sharp here. He's the one man in the phones.
Look, he works better drunk.
And then
Hallmarks.
when he leaves, he's gonna ask to drive the getaway car, isn't he?
Hallmark's dead. I'll send you a sympathy card.
That's such a Die Hard ripoff, though, right? After McClane kills people,
Yeah.
he, like, answers their phones.
Bruce Willis can pull off like being a dickhead to the bad guy though, when other people can't.
This is kind of a genius move too.
And this is just lucky by Booth. He just literally got lucky that it's the daughter of the hero,
Well,
right?
he still doesn't know that, though. He doesn't know that's McCord's daughter.
Oh, he doesn't. So he just put a little girl on there saying, "Hey, I'm going to kill a little girl."
Yeah, I think he was like, just
Gotcha.
to let you know the severity here.
Okay.
I don't know. At this point, guys, the only thing I think could save some of these people would be like, and obviously this won't happen, would be like a sudden death overtime.
Because he's only going to kill him at the end of the game, not the end of the
Yeah,
period.
he's a principled man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the debate in the booth? No, you said regulation. I didn't. I never said regulation.
I never said regulation.
I said end of the game.
I said end of the game. But come on, that's bullshit. He's like, if you bet an over-under in Vegas, you get overtime. Oh, you're Vegas now, Foss? He's gone through like the stages of drunkenness at a wedding. He had the tie, of course, like the bow tie tied fully in the beginning. Then it was loosened. Now it's just fully off. And the problem is if you got it from Men's Warehouse, he doesn't know where the fuck it is.
They're going to charge him for it.
Absolutely. And they should charge him for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely losing his deposit.
The vice president here, I think he's at the point where he's like, if you're not going to let me watch any of the game, you might as well just fucking kill me. I
got $5,000 on a parlay. This is the last part of it.
And
Riding
I
on
hit the
this.
first two legs, and you're going to make me not watch the game? I hit the Kings under and then the Clippers covered.
Just kill me now.
Decent kid acting here. Not great, but decent.
Yeah. The fact that her glasses are real and like really magnifying her eyes, that goes a long way. That helps.
Mm-hmm. Now, Brian, we need a fucking Penguins goal here. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. Too much time. They left too much time.
You may be onto something here.
Yeah,
There's way too much time left.
I just don't see this game going into sudden death overtime, you know?
I don't. Yeah.
It's never happened before, so why would it happen now?
I love how he keeps just stumbling onto C4. It's like incredible.
The most deadly Easter egg hunt ever.
Yeah.
You know, when
Are
you've
they
got
really
an eye, you've
Up
got an
that
eye.
quick? Jesus.
Man,
Christ.
that was fast.
Wow. Was this prom night? They just fucking give it up like that? Yeah, so the goalie's sick, guys. He can't continue. Is there another goalie in this whole arena? Doubt it. Imagine, this is so anti-hockey player. 104-degree temperature. It's Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. You could chop his dick off in the middle of the ice and he'd still skate back in the net and play.
Yeah.
And the guy tolls himself.
Can't do it.
All right, well, where are we going to find another goalie?
You got to be fucking kidding me. No, they aren't.
He's doing all. He's cutting off C4. He's answering the phone. He might even save a few shots here in a second. Do you think he knows what all those switches do? There's no way.
Nah.
He knows what two of them do, and that's it.
But just because you don't know what a switch does Doesn't mean you're not going to flip it.
How is he going to learn what it does, you know?
Yeah.
How many C4 are we up to this point? Like 5?
At least, right?
Yeah. So, okay, he cuts the wires. He pulls the C4 off. Does he then turn it off?
That's what I was wondering.
I don't know what that.
Why doesn't he just fucking turn it off?
The C4 is like disconnected. It can't blow up anymore.
Yeah.
It would be like taking out the light bulb and then flipping the switch off. Like
done.
No,
all right, got it.
Yeah, this part's crazy. It's just like
there just happens to be one open seat all the way down.
Well, he just kind of gets a little lazy right here. We've all been here, right? 4 beers deep. Nate and I have been to the minor league baseball team near a town we live in, and this is us by like the 5th inning.
Oh, they got $1 beer night. What else are you going to do?
What do you expect me to do? I will say, and it's probably because it's all like actual hockey players, the hockey sequences in this look really good.
How awkward is this, though? They're in a lockout, and they're like, hey, we need you to put these jerseys on and go out there and actually like play a game.
Yeah. It's kind of weird they got the NHLPA to like get players to agree to do this. Because like that would probably be considered in some ways of crossing the picket line, right? To get paid for this movie during the lockout.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because they obviously got paid to do this, and they're wearing the likeness of their teams. So.
Yeah.
I mean,
they need a goalie, guys. Fuck.
Uh-oh, what are we going to do here? Down 1.
Unrelated, but he's going to run and hide in the locker room. He did play a little bit of semi-pro goalie, but...
in Canada.
Right. Has nothing to do with this.
Guys, he hasn't put skates on in years.
Yeah. This guy's apparently just dead.
No one's watching over them.
He's on
an oxygen mask on and left.
No one's there. He's on a fucking life support machine. Which he probably hooked himself up to, I guess.
How is getting oxygen going to help you have a 104-degree fever?
Wait, guys, he had pads on a helmet on a second ago. Where'd they go?
I don't know. He probably just took them off in his sleep. Holy shit. I love how this guy has, like, the other goalie is such a mental midget. He just like, oh, okay, I'll skate off the ice.
Bye.
This, I mean, if it weren't for the mascot fight, this would be my favorite part of the movie.
This is absurd.
It's awesome, right?
Oh my god.
It's only Game 7 of the Stanley Cup.
Okay, so what was his plan putting all that stuff on? And like,
that's what I'm wondering. Are you that scared of fighting the dude in the Hawaiian shirt that you need to fucking... You'd rather go in net in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup?
Like, I don't even know if his plan was to, like, get in the game, but I don't know what the plan is other than that.
Well, yeah, that's the real question. Like, whatever your plan was, this can't be getting us closer to the goal of getting your daughter back, right?
Like, you still want to save your daughter and, like, find your son, right?
You know there's C4 all over the fucking arena, but you're going to stop a few slap shots? Priorities. He's like, look, all that is true, but I'm also still a fucking competitor, you know?
You know, just because I'm the fire marshal doesn't mean I'm not a part of this team.
This is the ultimate team win when the fire marshal makes a few key saves, you know? I guess it's going to take him a little while to get acclimated again, you know?
I was going to say, he looks so fucking lost.
He looks a little shaky.
He just needs a little action. Go get the puck.
Some guy took him out.
That hurt, but the fucking 18 hand-to-hand combats he's had the last hour and a half didn't.
You know, just shake it off. Get the cobwebs out.
We've had this conversation so many times, but like, okay, us just randomly thrust into this situation. I think goalie's the best scenario to play this with because we wouldn't have to actually skate. How bad would this go?
I can't even stand on the ice.
I wouldn't know the puck was shot, and it would go in the net. Don't worry, Brian. He's ready to
I will say it would have been easier in the 90s like this because the nets were smaller.
I would do that, though, obviously, first shot on me.
Glove save.
Got it, coach.
Love how he kind of dove for no reason, too.
Yeah, I mean, all he had to do was, like, take a half step to the left, and he's literally right in front of it.
Or just don't move, and it probably hits you in the chest.
He dove left and then caught it on the right side.
Right, he dove out of the way of the puck.
It's like a gainer. He was going forward but did a backflip.
No.
Say I love you to his son that didn't teach him the sign language. It's beautiful, guys.
It's kind of a stretch. He's like, oh, that's definitely my dad.
This part I don't really understand, but whatever.
Does he just want to get thrown out of the game now?
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I just thought he had a bloodlust. He's like, I haven't punched anyone in 5 minutes. So here's the real question: when the NHL issues this fine, does Tolliver have to pay it?
Oh yeah. I mean, I would assume so, right?
But it wasn't him who did it.
His name is on the jersey.
All right.
What are you gonna do?
How does this guy know that that's him? Like, what?
I'm not even sure that that's him.
Right. And we saw him basically steal the pads.
Yeah.
Also, here's the real concern. How bad of a coma was that goalie in that he basically took all his clothes off and he didn't even know?
Machine gun fire.
Oh, drink. All right, there's a fight scene coming up in a sec that I really like, so I'm trying to go piss for the last.
Ooh, that like if you can kick like that on one skate, that's a good one. Slice them up with the kick. I think the little girl, we got some good kid acting. The little boy,
I mean, he hasn't had much time to shine, though.
He hasn't, but, I mean, you got to take advantage of your opportunities, right?
Can he not just untie his skates? He had to cut them with scissors?
I mean...
Did I miss something there? I don't know why he's cutting them off.
You don't cut your shoelaces off every time you have to unlace them?
No, I don't. I just have 1,000 shoelaces in my closet to replenish every time.
Not only that, I just wouldn't put shoelaces on because it sucks. Stringing up laces. Machine gun.
Yeah, I don't have too many shoes that I have to lace up.
Brag much?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good hit.
So what do we got? Are the Penguins down 4-3?
No, I think it's still a tie game, right? Or did I miss a goal?
I think you missed a goal.
I don't have enough beer for the amount of machine gunnery going on right now.
I know, it's pretty intense.
It is. And how does nobody hear this? I understand it's game 7, but
there's a lot going on. There's a crowd. So is Tolliver back in the game?
No, I think that's the other goalie again, right? Oh shit, it is Tolliver.
Did you see his last name that time?
Yeah, it said there is at least TO something. What the fuck? He was dead 7 minutes ago. So the ones that are blinking, are those the ones that are still armed on his little switch pad there?
Yeah. So I don't think Darren got all of them.
Ooh, he catches the punch. Ah, fuck.
I don't know if a fire marshal's salary is going to be able to pay for all this damage.
He has insurance for this
Okay.
kind of thing.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I bet that fucking hurt.
Yeah, what was that machine?
I'm not sure, but it looked like some sort of punch.
Was it just a hand piercer? That's all it was there for?
That's all it was there for.
When you have that many weapons, you're allowed to get super specific with each of them.
Who are these assassins? Like every time, it's just right between the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the opposite of whoever trains the stormtroopers train them.
Yeah, they're good.
All right, what do you think?
Jeff, Tolliver is back in the game, by the way.
Yeah, all you need to do is put him on life support for 10 minutes.
Yeah, they showed like a clip, and you saw the back of the goalie's jersey, and it was Tolliver.
Oh, fuck, clutch.
See, there we go. It was 4-3 banner.
Okay, it was sudden death.
Sudden death overtime.
I love it when they said the name of the movie in the movie.
Oh my God, let's drink to that. Yeah, that is like one of my all-time favorite quotes. I guess we're going to have to be Bad Boys 2. Wait, what? You said the number of the film? I don't... And let's say this, as much as people like to poke fun at 90s movies titles, this one really does work on two fronts.
It's honestly not bad. Yeah. The name matches up well.
This is intense, guys.
Okay,
Thank you, announcers, explaining how this is going to work.
That's their only role in the film, but they knocked it out of the park.
That means the next team to score will win the Stanley Cup.
All right, we're in about the last 10, 11 minutes. How's this thing stacking up for you guys so far?
Always on first watch with the commentary. It's obviously kind of tough to keep up with it, but I mean, it's not bad. It is exceeding my expectations. I'll at least say that.
I went into it. I literally had no idea what this movie was about. I didn't know. I didn't even put two and two together that it was that hockey was involved. Is he making Molotov cocktails?
Well, I sent you the clip of him fighting the mascot. You had to have known hockey was somehow involved. Yeah. So this isn't really it's a spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler. The rest of the movie is going to take place on the outside of the arena.
Okay. But to answer your question, Horns, yeah, it's probably top 25% of my movies. It's
just, here's the thing, it's so fun and it's ambitious. I think the key for me is, like I said again, it doesn't know that it's not a good movie, you know?
Yeah, I mean everybody is giving 110%.
Right.
But when you have a movie that this is the premise, even 110% is never going to make it a good movie.
I think I start to get greedy with these things, though. Like, I haven't had enough of fighting in it, if I'm being honest.
I mean, it honestly has been a little light. It's been a lot of running around the stadium.
But it's been creative with its kills.
That is true. And when you have that penguin fight, I mean, the rest of the film is just you do whatever the fuck you want with me, you know?
He's literally climbing up. Like is he gonna fight on the roof? I'm really confused right now. What he's doing. Of course
he's gonna fight on the roof, because of course there's one guard stationed by himself at the very top of the arena. This must have been a really boring day of filming, right? It's just like random shots of him on a sound stage climbing like fake metal pillars.
I really hope they were up on top of a building.
There's no fucking way they were on top of a building.
You shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
What do we have a budget and box office for this?
Give me a second, because I'll get it for you.
Okay.
That website All right, budget was $35 million total.
For 95?
Pretty decent for 95.
Yeah, that's not bad.
64.4 million box office.
Okay, good. I'm always scared when I really enjoy a movie like this, and then
worldwide,
even for its time, it doesn't do good at the box office.
Yeah, so after P&A, promotion advertising, probably made like 14 million. And one of my fun facts said there was a draft of a script written for a sequel to this, but it didn't quite do enough at the box office to warrant it. Probably got close though.
What would a sequel be?
I don't know. We're gonna find out at the end.
Mm-hmm. We are. There's actually a remake of this called Welcome to Sudden Death.
Really?
Wait, let me look it up. Yeah, it came out in 2020. Stars Michael Jai White, who you would he played Spawn, and he's the guy in The Dark Knight that the Joker kills after he tells the story about his dad taking the knife to his mom.
Okay.
What's it called?
Welcome to Sudden Death, and it's basically the same movie, but it takes place at a basketball game.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Because basketball doesn't have sudden death.
Brian, just okay.
Next basket wins.
That'd be so fun. Didn't the All-Star Game actually do that a few years ago, or some weird iteration of that?
Like, you got to the what was it?
It was like 1st to 7 or something.
You got to the fourth quarter, and then it was like
it was 1s and 2s, right?
No.
Well, they did something like no matter what the score was in the fourth quarter, either team could win.
Yeah, and then dang it, I'm gonna have to look that up now after this. I can't remember.
It might have even been last year, right? Like it might be a rule they're bringing back.
Yeah.
I remember I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get to the fourth quarter and like it's still exciting to watch.
Yeah, and like who gives a fuck? Here's the All-Star Game. First 3 quarters, just throw alley-oops. Fourth quarter, just reset the game and let's actually play. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, say what you want about this movie. A lot of, like Banner said, interesting kills, interesting locales to fight. Like I don't think I've seen anyone fight on the retractable roof of a sports arena before.
Why does a ice rink have a retractable roof?
So many reasons.
And why would it be opening if it's the fucking summer?
Brian. I love how you didn't ask a single question when Jean-Claude Van Damme gets in net and makes a key save, but God forbid he fight on the roof.
Fighting on the roof I have no problem with. It's the retractable part of the roof that I'm confused
That might
by.
be the only part that's realistic. Like the stadium might actually have a retractable roof. I just don't know.
Like I would imagine it does, but I'm just wondering like what was the dual purpose of this?
No, does he fall into the? Oh, I was hoping he fell into the middle of the game, because that would have been fucking cool.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna do anything to interrupt gameplay in this.
It's like, that'd be sacrilegious.
I'm pretty sure that light would not hold his weight.
Brian, he's been dieting like on and off for the past 3 weeks. So he has
Tarzan swing over there.
He has a plan. Oh yeah, this might put a stop to things.
Oh wow! Oh, what's he doing?
Ballsy.
Oh shit! It's getting real.
So the thing in his little drawstring bag is that makeshift bomb that he put together. I love how in these movies it's great. He knows what every fucking switch in the catwalk goes to. I guess
he's the fire marshal.
Fuck, that does make sense. God damn it. Okay, here's a question. Where do you get the mason jar from?
The kitchen?
He's been in the kitchen several times.
I retract the question.
Guys, this is fucking awesome.
That's what I'm telling you. I gave it a 4 out of 5, and I think my review justifies it perfectly. So the whole plan is to get in the owner's box, guys.
He's like, I know exactly
where this
You're
going to have to blow this motherfucker up if you want in. This is a genius plan, right? There's no door open, I'll make my own. It's Mama's cookie recipe.
It's like I know the exact cable strength on this.
I've run the numbers. Now, of course, more kicks. He's got a few saved up in the bank. Machine gun, drink.
Machine gun.
Yeah.
You're just wasting good liquor now. Come on.
This kid fucking listens. He's going to stay in his goddamn seat. Of course, the Blackhawks are pussies. They skate right off the ice. Candy asses.
So is this a push for me?
So it's a what?
A push. The important question. Scent Sports would try to take your money, but Bovada might kill.
Fucking Scent Sports. I love it.
Would you just have them straight up?
Yeah.
I know in a soccer game you would lose.
Yes, but that's because draw is an option.
That's right. This is what Dodgers fans do in the 7th inning of every game. They just fucking sprint out like this because
that kid is committed. Gotta give it to him.
He clearly, his dad is very strict with the grounding and the taking away of his phone because you would not stay in the seats like that if.
No.
So now he's trying to blow up all the bombs, but sorry, brah. Ray McCord was one step ahead of you. Oh, we missed one, Ray.
The one that's connected to the water line.
Well, fuck.
But see, it's the summer, so it's not that bad. It's just refreshing.
Well, it would actually be kind of fun to slide down those spiral ramps.
Maybe 5 years ago.
Tell you what, here's where my fat ass mind is at. Now's the time to go in the concession stand and maybe just grab something on your way out.
Couple packets of peanut M&Ms.
No one's guarding it.
Yeah. Those volunteer workers from the church that are back there, they definitely fucking left. So this is where I gotta say, in a second, he goes from being the best father ever to the worst father of all time, because he's about to lose his daughter again 4 seconds after getting her back.
I did move, not even things blew up. The sentence I never hope that my kids has.
Look, I know I told you to stay here, but you can think for yourself a little bit, right? If shit is exploding. Of course, she's got to. Why wouldn't you wander away from your dad after you just held hostage for 3 hours?
I mean, honestly, it wasn't that bad of a situation for her. She ate some shrimp. It was delicious.
You think he gave her some?
I mean, yeah, he's not savage.
She's but the worst part is there was hardly any cocktail sauce.
And she's gone. Good job.
Re-kidnapped. My God, dude. No wonder you don't have full custody.
Luckily, there's an agent right there to watch your son.
Yeah, sure, I'll just babysit your kid. Jesus Christ. I don't have plans tonight.
Look, I'm just saying, that guy's an FBI agent and you're the fire marshal at a arena. Probably let the FBI agent go after the bad guy.
Yeah, that seems like a good... Let's all fulfill our roles. So this movie has an erection for the top of this arena because we just fucking leave it and the director's like, God damn it, we got to go back. It's like Lost.
The helicopter getaway.
We got to end the movie up top, you know?
I was wondering why he was going up top. Okay, this makes sense now.
Yeah, I don't think that's a regulation helipad, but it's okay. It's whatever.
It mum's the word, you know? This is the first time these two have actually come face to face, right?
Yeah, this is a big moment.
Whoa. Good grip strength here. Somebody needs to be an American Ninja Warrior.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah. I got a lot of Tim Burton's Batman vibes from this, where the Joker is on the like ladder rope from the helicopter.
Ooh,
She just
love the
climbed.
headbutt.
She just climbs up that vent. She can take care of herself.
Yeah, honestly, maybe she should be in your legal guardian.
Honestly, like, hey, man, I just want my fucking kid. Like, you can go. Honestly, that's what I would say. You don't need to kill me. I don't give a fuck what you're doing or why you did it. I just want my kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not that easy, Brian. He's going to take whatever you want.
He's evil.
He didn't get his $80 billion or whatever he asked for, so now you got to pay. All right, now McCord just can't let it go. He's got to always win, you know?
Did he take a bullet or did the guy not shoot?
No, he didn't shoot because he grabbed the ladder to the helicopter, and luckily the helicopter guy tried to leave, which he should. That's what he's paid to do, you know?
Yeah.
You have your daughter. Let it go.
But he doesn't have his pride, which is more important.
Let me shoot the helicopter that I'm attached to.
Great. This is the most powerful fucking gun of all time, too.
No shit.
This is an incredible scene right here. Like, finish your drink because this is so great.
Because the helicopter would move exactly like that.
Yeah.
Just straight down.
Just straight down.
Imagine being a Penguins fan and you're like, well, now we need a new arena because a fucking helicopter.
No, it goes through the part that's open.
Of course. Brian, everything was a setup. Of course, they're able to make eye contact, almost a sexual tension here, right?
Yeah, I think he climaxed there.
I know I did.
I was going to say, same here. Win the club. Let's see what other sweatpants I have that are clean. This is a cool... Like, have you ever seen this shit in a movie? This is cool.
Like a helicopter falling through a roof?
No, you haven't.
Into a stadium arena?
Brian, are we flirting with a 4 out of 5 here?
So I'm actually an out of 10 scale guy. And out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 7.12.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's got honestly, acting, you can't ask for better acting.
No.
Well, you can.
But Nate's well, I mean, easily, but yeah.
No, with this script, with this premise, what it's about, like what's happening in the story, like they all tried. They put 110% in. So you get big points there. Story, like let's just punt. Best scene.
Hey, but you get the 2-minute character development in the beginning of the film.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, how tough is it picking a best scene in this one though?
I mean, it's got to be the Penguin.
It's got to. Here's the thing about best scene. This is how I grade best scene when going into grading a movie as a whole. It's not the best scene. It's how many potential best scenes are there.
Mm.
This had 2 or 3, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think there's a clear favorite, but you can make an argument for a couple of others.
Right.
Impacts. Yeah, we don't even worry about that because it's just how much I liked it. And then rewatchability, I'd watch it again. I'll watch it again in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah.
I'll watch it again in a heartbeat. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go 7.12 out of 10 on this one. Guys, that was sudden death.
Man, that ended abruptly. Just like
it did. It just
snuck up on me.
The director's like, I don't have anything else. Like the helicopter crashes. That's it. What do you want me to do?
So let's go around and let's do our Horns wanted to bring back spinoffs. I'm going to go first. Mine is called Touchdown.
Mm.
And this is, they actually hijack a plane with not the vice president, the president.
Because you got to up the stakes in the sequel, obviously.
Right. But the president happens to be flying the day of the Super Bowl.
Mm.
And they plan on crashing the plane into the Super Bowl, killing thousands of people if their demands aren't met.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Touchdown.
Oh, because the plane... Actually, dude, that makes fucking sense.
Yeah, right? That's not that bad, especially for me.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Let's go, Thurman, you go next.
Yo. Title is still a work in process, but after his son goes through such a traumatic experience, but staying in place really worked out for him, and he was reunited with his dad. He's pretty much dedicated his life to this, and his whole mantra is just making sure it's staying in place. So he gets a job as one of the guards outside Buckingham Palace, which they just stay out there and guard the outside of that. But then terror ensues, and he has to toy with the idea of leaving his post and saving the queen, or staying true and staying in place like his dad told him to. So,
wow,
big struggle.
Great.
Big struggle.
Love it. Making the jump across the pond?
Yeah, he gets his British citizenship and everything. So,
wow, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Horns.
All right.
What do you got? Top that.
It'll be tough. This actually combines one of Nate's honorable mention movies coming out this next year. A big character, the titular character from that movie, with a spin-off of this film. And the movie's called On Ice. Now, as I'm sure you all know, Carlton the bear is the 6'4" anthropomorphic polar bear and the official mascot of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Of course.
So what were to happen if Cocaine Bear were to do an entire bag of blow, but then also knock out Carlton the bear and replace him as the mascot of a Toronto Maple Leafs game? He would go ape shit similar to this movie and start murdering people behind the scenes. So that's what we have at Maple Leafs Ottawa Senators game in the Stanley Cup Finals, but Cocaine Bear is undercover as Carlton the bear, and he's...
You know what? I'm adding to this.
I'm
adding to this. Guess who's the fire marshal at the fucking game?
I don't know, Ray McCord?
Or Ray McCord's fucking son?
Holy shit. Yeah. This thing's writing itself. So it ends up being Ray McCord's son versus Cocaine Bear, who killed Carlton the bear and took his place.
Sign me up.
This might be the best collection of spinoffs we've had ever.
Let me just say this. Don't be surprised, because my goal in bringing back the spinoffs was to somehow work Nate's Cocaine Bear into every movie for the rest of the year. So somehow, Cocaine Bear. I cannot tell you the amount of real estate in my head that movie has occupied since you told me about it.
I'm excited. I can't wait for it to come out.
It's going to be incredible.
This still says the plot is under wraps. You don't need to give me a plot. You give me a title.
I need under wraps. It's not like a best kept secret. It's a fucking bear that does blow and like runs through a town.
All right, guys. The credits have been done for like 5 minutes.
You gave me the title Cocaine Bear. Stop while you're ahead.
The back of the DVD should just say, like, why did you turn this over? It's Cocaine Bear.
Was the title not enough for you?
You're the American hero.
You ungrateful son of a bitch.
The mayor himself. I'm the mad scientist. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for joining.
The back of it's like, what? You'll never be satisfied if you need more than that title.
Just turn it over at Can We Help You?
Yeah. This is why your relationships fail. And you're like,
you're always looking for more.
Yeah, seriously. You'll never be happy. What did you expect to find that would fill that gaping hole in your heart? I don't...
Oh, God, I'm going to start crying.
So the thing I'm so excited about with Cocaine Bear, what if it starts off he's like socially doing cocaine, but then he's like, the angry drunk where they're like, yo, Cocaine Bear, holy fuck, like we didn't.